Moving ahead in this chapter, Introduction to Trigonometry, in the previous two presentations, we have done the concept of trigonometric ratios. The ratios of the side we are called naming as the T ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec. And this year, complementary T ratios are removed from the syllabus, means exercise 8.3. And exercise 8.2 also some questions are removed, but I have completed that portion in the previous presentation. Then moving ahead, we are on the last topic of this chapter, and these are basis on the trigonometric identities. The equations we are calling as the identities. Then let us start this, the trigonometric identities. And if you are taking any equation, then that equation we are calling as identity when it is true for all values of the variables involved. An equation involving trigonometric ratios of an angle is called trigonometric identity. Means in an equation, if we are getting the trigonometric ratios, the T ratios, then we are calling that as the trigonometric identities. And it is true for all the values of the angle involved in that. Means the same angle you are getting when you are solving the question. If you are considering here, you are getting a right triangle as ABC, and if you are getting a right angle triangle, then the side opposite to the right angle we are calling as that as hypotenuse. In this angle is given, it means that BC is perpendicular and AB is base. Then we know the relationship between the hypotenuse perpendicular base in terms of the T ratios, then that we are going to use here. And if you are using Pythagoras theorem, then what you are getting? AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square in that triangle. And if you are dividing all the values by AC square, then what we are getting? AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square plus AC square upon AC square. And AB upon AC, AB square upon AC square is written as AB upon AC whole square. Similarly, BC upon AC whole square and AC upon AC whole square. AC get cancel out, we are getting 1 square we are getting. And if you are considering that right triangle ABC, right angle at B, and if angle A is given, then the value of cos A is equal to AB upon AC. It means that in place of AB upon AC, we are able to write cos A. Similarly, we are able to write sin A in place of BC upon AC, because in the given triangle, sin A is equal to BC upon AC. Then if you are considering this and rewriting this equation, then we are getting the identity as sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. And the value of A is less than equal to greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 90. This you have to remember. 1 marks question we are getting on the basis of this. The value of A we are considering in class 10th up to 0 to 90 only. Similarly, if the same equation and if you are dividing that by AB square, then what we are getting? AB square upon AB square, BC square upon AB square and AC square upon AB square. Then here AB get cancel out, means we are getting 1. BC upon AB, if you are considering in the right triangle, then that is equal to perpendicular and base, then this value is equal to tan A. Similarly, AC upon AB, if you are considering then hypotenuse upon base, it means that this is the value of sec A. Then this we are getting as 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. And if you are considering this, the first identity you are getting as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And if you are rewriting this identity, if you are taking cos on the other side, then we are getting the value of sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta, and the value of cos square theta is 1 minus sine square theta if you are taking sine on the other side. Similarly, the second identity you are getting as 1 plus tan square theta, and this value is equal to sec square theta. And if you are taking tan on the other side, then what we are getting, sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Then this one is the second identity here. And if you have to find the value of tan square theta, then tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1. In place of tan square theta, we are able to write sec square theta minus 1. Moving ahead in this series, then the third identity you are getting, the basic identity. Only 3 identities we have in class 10th. Then 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. And if you are taking cot on the other side, then we are getting cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. And if you have to find the value of cot, then cot square theta is written as cosec square theta minus 1. You may learn any one of these 3 parts and easily you are able to get the other 2 parts of the. And when we are solving the last exercise 8.4, then the reciprocal relations also we have to use. Sine is the reciprocal of cosec, then this relation you have to use when we are solving the question. Then in place of cosec theta, we are putting the value as 1 upon sine theta. Similarly, in place of sec theta, we are putting the value as 1 upon cos theta. In some question, if you are getting the value of cot theta, if you are getting the question in terms of cot, then we are able to write that cot theta as 1 upon tan theta, because cot is the reciprocal of tan. For solving these questions, we need some more relation here. Tan theta, when we are solving the question and you are getting the tan theta in the question, then in place of tan theta, you are able to write sine theta upon cos theta. Tan theta is the ratio of sine and cos. Cot theta is the ratio of cos and sine, because cot is reciprocal of tan. When we are replacing all these values by these, tan in terms of sine and cos, cot in terms of sine and cos, cosec in terms of sine, sec in terms of cos, by using these relations, then easily you are getting the answer. And when we are using these, then we are getting the identities. The basic relation is sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Then let us solve some question here. Question number 5 from exercise 8.4, and we have to solve this first 2 question I am going to take in the next presentation, first and second question. And third question is basis on the angle. For this reason I am leaving that one. But you may use the identity and easily you are observing the answer you are getting there. Then let us solve question number 5 here. And question number 5 is 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta is equal to cosec theta minus cot theta whole square. This we have to show. Then what we know, in the left hand side, we are getting the value as 1 minus cos theta and 1 plus cos theta, and this one is the reduced form. And in the right hand side, cosec theta and cot theta we have, and what we have discussed earlier, cosec theta is written as 1 upon sine theta and cot is written as cos theta upon sine theta. Means we are able to reduce the right hand side in terms of sine and cos. Then let us do it, and let us check whether we are getting the left hand side or not. Then if you are using this, cosec theta minus cot theta whole square is the right hand side I am taking here. Then cosec is written as 1 upon sine, cot is written as cos upon sine. If you are taking LCM, then sine theta is LCM, and in the numerator we are getting 1 minus cos theta whole square. Then if I am making the square, then you are getting in the denominator sine square theta, and if we have to write the value of sine in terms of cos, then sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Then in the denominator we are getting 1 minus cos square theta. And 1 minus cos square theta, if you are considering, this will become an identity a square minus b square. And if you are using this, then what we are getting by using the identity 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. Then these will get cancelled out, and only we are getting 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta, and this is the required left hand side. Hence, prove the identity we have done. Let us solve one more question here. Part third of question of 5. And this is given tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta, and we have to show this value is equal to sec theta into cosec theta plus 1. Then what we are observing, we are able to reduce this left hand side, and when we are solving the trigonometric problems, then we have 2 or 3 method for solving these questions. You are free to do by any method, you are free to do any conversion. Here if tan is given, then I am able to write tan theta as sin theta upon cos theta, or I may take this value as it is, only converting these cot theta in terms of tan theta. Then let us solve this question. I am converting these values, I am not taking the value in terms of sin and cos, I am just taking the values of cot in terms of tan. Then what I am getting, in place of cot theta I am able to write 1 upon tan theta, and similarly here I am also doing 1 upon tan theta. Then on doing this and after taking the LCM, what I am getting here, tan square theta upon tan theta minus 1 plus 1 upon tan theta into 1 minus tan theta. Further, if you are solving this, then this we are getting, if you are taking minus sign common here, then this becomes negative, and if you are taking now the LCM, then you are getting tan cube theta minus 1 in the numerator, and LCM we are getting as tan theta into tan theta minus 1. Then the identity for a cube minus b cube, you know the factorization formula. A cube minus b cube is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. And if you are using the same, a minus b means tan theta minus 1, a square plus ab plus b square, then we are getting this tan square theta plus tan theta plus 1. This identity we are getting a cube minus b cube. And if you are solving further, here tan theta minus 1, tan theta minus 1 will get cancelled out, and only we are getting as tan square theta plus 1. At tan square theta plus 1 is, this is mistaken here, this is sec square theta. According to the identity, the relation between tan and sec we have, then tan square theta plus 1 we are getting sec square theta, then we are getting sec square theta plus tan theta, and in the denominator we have tan theta. Then after separating these terms, then we are getting sec square theta upon tan theta plus tan theta upon tan theta. And if you are, we need the answer in sec and cosec. For this reason we are not converting this sec theta, we are just solving this value of tan as sin upon cos, and on solving we are getting sec theta into sin theta. Then sec square theta is written here sec theta into sec theta, and 1 sec I am converting into 1 upon cos. Then cos will get cancelled out, and we are getting the value as sec theta upon sin theta plus 1. And sec theta 1 upon sin, we know 1 upon sin theta is cosec theta. For this reason we are getting sec theta into cosec theta plus 1 as the right hand side of the equation. Then here also left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence proved. You may solve any one of two side, or you may solve both the sides also. Left hand side is equal to right hand side you needed, you are free to do any side for solving. Take any value, either you are solving left hand side or you may solve right hand side, and check whether the two answers are equal or not, both the values. Or you may solve both the side and you will get the same answer, because these are the truth and you will always get the same answer. Then on the basis of these, you have to solve some question. Then on the basis of these, you have to solve some questions. Question number 4, these parts you have to solve, second, third and fourth. Use the identities. If we are observing here the fourth part of question number 4, then clearly you are observing here the identities. 1 plus tan square a is sec square a, and 1 plus cot square a is cosec square a. But if you are observing, we are not getting the any option. It means that we have to convert these value in terms of sine and cos. Then sec square a is written as 1 upon cos square a, and cosec square a is written as 1 upon sine square a. Then we are getting sine square a upon cos square a, if you are converting these values in the terms of sine and cos. And sine upon cos is 10. For this reason, part D, tan square a is the solution of the question. Then question number 5 you have to solve. First part I have done, second you have to solve, third part I have done, but I have not solved by using this hint. I have solved by the another method. You may convert these value in terms of sine and cos first, and then you are solving, then also you are getting the answer easily. And fourth and fifth part you have to solve. Rest of the parts we are doing in the next presentation. Sai Ram to all.